I saw something today. I saw a couple tweets today that hurt my feelings. Talking about how boring of an individual I am. And I was like, I'm boring? It's like you can't ever really... Boring's good, right? I say to myself, the reason I say to myself is because this industry is crazy. And if I was so mixy, I would have like self-identity issues. Like you have to say to yourself, you have to keep your circle small to save yourself. Necessarily, like this industry is nuts. Nobody knows how crazy this industry is. Like if you all knew what I have been through and knew the stories, you would be surprised that I'm still even doing this. So I have to be boring for my mental health.
What's up, you all? We are back with another video, you guys, and I really wanted to talk about this video with Chloe Bailey. Recently, somebody was on her TikTok and they said that, you know, Chloe is boring, she has no personality, and Chloe was like, you know what, that really hurts my feelings. You know, I felt some kind of way. You know, I come here, I do interviews, I show my personality and all this stuff and everything, but if I'm boring because I don't share my personal life and I'm not putting stuff out there, then that's fine, I'll be boring. My thing is, she basically said, look, I have to be to myself. I have to keep things to myself and be private, because if I don't, I will lose my sanity. She said that you guys have no idea all the things that I have been through. Wow. This industry is completely crazy. And if I'm going to be able to keep my sanity and still be able to be true to myself, I have to keep some things to myself. So if I have to be boring, then that's fine. I will be boring, because that's what I need in my life.
Good for her.
So she really kind of alluded to the fact that, I mean, it's nothing that we don't know.
Stuff happened in the industry.
Because remember, there was a time, one, she was looking very high. I remember that video, what was that? It was her first music video, and I think she was twerking in it, and then it's like, it was her first video. I'm sure you guys saw, she was in that gold bikini. Tina Knowles was in it. She was twerking. She had the gold fake locks and everything, kind of looking like Beyonce. She looked high as a effing kite in that video. Then we also know that she's been doing these videos where they're hyper-sexualized, even though I don't really get that hyper-sexual thing from her. She even herself has said that she has not even had sex with many people. I think she said she can't even count them. Anyway, I don't know how she said, but she said it's very, very few. Yeah. And then I also remember her having that whole sex scene in Swarm, and it was like they kind of shaped the whole trailer was kind of about that scene, but she was really only in that movie for like 2 episodes. Wow. So all of those things, like she's been put in these positions where she hasn't had a lot of protection. Yeah. And then it's like,
which is sad, because the father is the manager.
And but also she doesn't need Beyonce's label. Like, Beyonce was never in no sex scene, bent over, getting back shots. We never saw that.
Is the manager. Where he at? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He there. He just don't care.
I mean,
allegedly,
like,
if the father's
Beyonce
not the manager,
is not supposed to protect her. It's not Beyonce's job, because the parent is there. The actual parent is there. Where he at?
Where he at?
And this is his daughter. Yes, where he at? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if the father is still a manager or not. Maybe he is, maybe he's not. But if he's still a manager, then this is messed up, and he should be doing a better job at protecting his daughter, like Matthew Knowles did. Today, we still have not seen Beyonce in no sex scene. I
know that she was upset with the father, but the one thing I always said, he protected her, and I knew at some point she will
see that.
At some point that she will be grateful for that. As she gets older and stuff, she will be grateful for that protection that he gave her as she was coming up through this industry.
And today, we have not seen Beyonce in those sex scenes or whatever. I think the sexiest thing we've seen her was in that Partition music video, and that was after she had a baby. You know what I'm saying? Where she was wearing that thong, was on a stripper pole.
Oh, I have not watched that one yet. It's not all of her. I mean, I like Beyonce. I have not. Some of her songs are okay. I mean, But I
Yeah. For me, I just felt like with
love most of
Chloe,
her songs.
she just was really exploited, and I felt like they really used her in Swarm to kind of show, to kind of promote this movie that was kind of about
Absolutely.
Beyonce's fan base. But then we put Chloe there, who's also her protege, but we'll have her in this really scandalous scene and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And to me, I don't really think the whole hypersexual thing is really her thing. But
Yeah.
that's what they have pushed her to do. So it's like you have Chloe being this hypersexualized sister, then you have Halle, who is this ethereal sister who was kind of like, I guess, like a Solange. But even now they're having Halle kind of doing these sexual things, because she just did this music video called Because I Love You, where she's like dancing for a guy on stage and all this stuff.
Because she just had a baby, so they figure usually when women just have a baby, they kind of want to,
Yeah.
Anyway.
So my thing is, I do feel like it's unfortunate and it's really sad, but I did have a feeling that Hollywood was doing some things to Chloe. And I do think that, at this point, I am happy that she's coming back to herself.
Yes.
I just wish I would see her dreads more. I'm always seeing her with weaves and wigs. But I mean, I'm sure that's something that somebody else is saying that they should do. But, I am happy that she's kind of realizing that, okay, let me get back to myself. Because it seemed like she was kind of going off for a little bit, but it seems like she's coming back to herself. So I hope she'll get there all the way. But I don't, to me, when I look at
part
Chloe,
of the growing pains, I guess.
when I look at Chloe, I don't see a hypersexual being. I see a very sweet girl who has a heart of gold and who, is very nurturing, very feminine, very loving,
really is,
and is super talented. Like she literally does not have to ever show her ass. Like never. Like that's how talented she is. She doesn't even have to dance. Like I always said, Chloe and Halle could be like Adele, where they are on stage in a long, beautiful gown and just singing. Like that's how good they are.
Beautiful voices.
Beautiful voices of angels. Like I don't feel like they need to do this at all.
No, that's necessary.
But I am happy that she is kind of figuring out how to navigate this whole thing. But this whole music industry, it's really effed up. We're seeing it with Diddy and all this stuff, and R. Kelly. It's a very demonic world. Very demonic.
And also even in the acting world too.
I mean, all the actresses,
all that stuff, all the stuff that they have had to go through.
Even that Euphoria
Just
stuff, people had to
ridiculous.
be in therapy just for the whole stuff. Like, it's a lot. But
The industry, it's tough because, and the more, a lot of times people say, oh, I want to be beautiful, I want to be that, but, like my mom always used to say, beautiful people have it bad.
Rough.
They have it rough,
Rough.
they really do,
Yeah.
because it's like, there's more eyes on you,
yeah,
more chances of being exploited,
right.
And it's sad, like some of these young girls who are coming up in this industry, like as soon as they start having breasts or as soon as they're going off age, all of a sudden you
have
run
all
them in
these
all
predators.
all these perverts want them in all kinds of shows and in compromising positions, and also the young men too.
Yeah.
Also the young men too. All of a sudden you want to see their buttocks, you want to see them completely naked, and it's so
It's
disgusting.
sick. It's very sick. But yeah, y'all, let us know what you guys think about this down below. Do you think that Chloe has been through some things? Do you feel like the music industry is a very seedy place, or are you thinking that maybe she's being a little too dramatic? I don't think that at all.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
y'all feel free to debate down in the comment section.
Yeah. And she's being quite discreet because she's not saying it, but you
get the gist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that she's coming close, because it was a time it seems so they were trying to divide the sisters. They really were, and I'm happy to see them coming
they're
close
close
to each other,
Yeah.
holding on to each other, because that's what they need to do.
Yeah, y'all. But we'll see you guys on the next video.
Bye.